welcome back to Toronto. Always wonderful to have you here,
Thank you.
Susan.
Always nice to be here. Why is it raining? I don't
I
understand.
know, but that's okay. You know, we need a little
Yeah,
relief from the
yeah.
heat.
I'll never leave this room anyway. So.
Exactly. You won't know what it's
I
like
won't know.
outside. What a wonderful job you did in this.
Thank
And
you.
seriously, a no-brainer, 3 generations of wonderful women, a female director. I mean, how could you
This
not
is the
take it?
third female I've worked with in a row. Isn't that great? Yeah. Yeah, I was so excited to tell this story. I mean, I think it poses a lot of questions. I'm the least educated in the film, so I ask all the stupid questions.
But it's good
Uh,
because it's a little comic relief to something that's very
I am a big
sensitive.
comic relief,
Yeah,
absolutely. I
yeah,
hope so.
yeah.
And I think that those questions that we deal with are questions that people are going to ask. So it's not a documentary about
No.
every aspect, but it's just a little kind of intro into examining something that is very important and hopefully will humanize the issue and make transgender people a little bit safer and a little bit normalized, if that's possible.
Yeah.
So I wanted to be part of it. I knew Naomi, but I never had worked with her.
Yeah.
I knew Dakota Fanning, but I'd never worked with Elle. I'd met Elle, but I'd never worked with her, and she's just fierce.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
she's
wanted
like
to
a little baby giraffe that suddenly just swoops, gets focused and then scares you to death. You know, she's such a brave little thing and just so gangly and adorable. And then suddenly out of nowhere, this rage comes, and I think she's. I mean, I think she's going to get lots of attention. And
She's
she
brilliant
deserves
in
it,
this. She
yeah.
really is. And it's such an important topic. And it's so, you know, I hope that teenage kids see this. And for you, I think it's really important because you're now also involved with a documentary about transgender.
Oh, thank you for asking.
No problem.
Deep run.
Yes. So why is this so important to you?
Because it's an important time. It's a time of fluidity with a lot of ignorance. And Deep Run is the story of someone who, unlike Caitlyn Jenner, has no money,
Right.
is in a Bible Belt, is transitioning. He barely can eat and passes as a guy who has a girlfriend. And they followed Cole for 5 years. And I don't know what it means that now we're seeing so much and there's so much dialogue, but I think it's opens up the possibility. It's like your crayon box no longer just has 5 primary colors.
Yeah.
It now has so many more. So I love right now. I'm so happy to be alive and see how my boys, the definition of what it means to be a boy is changing, and what it means to be married is changing. All the roles are falling by the. I think it's just a exciting time to be alive, and hopefully this film will start having just a bit of a dialogue
Yeah.
about some of these things in a very accessible way.
Yeah, definitely. I think both films will for sure. You know, for you, Susan, you haven't played a lesbian in a long time, since The Hunger, right?
I was told that wasn't a real verifiable lesbian, but
How do you
that
top
was.
Catherine Deneuve, though?
I mean, well, that's the point. Anyone would sleep with her, right? You don't have to convince anybody. I did, and then I played a switchover in Jeff Who Lives at Home.
Yeah, that's right.
But yeah, I guess this is my first all-out, have a wife, established lesbian.
Yeah,
I'm
good
very
for you.
pleased. Yeah.
You know, the irony is, well, when we saw you in Rocky Horror Picture Show, and you look back at that about not quite transgender, but transsexual and everything, and you know what? You can really still apply "Don't Dream It, Be It" to all of this right now.
Well,
don't you
it's
think?
40 years later. Do you believe that? We
Yeah.
just had the anniversary. But that, of course, at that time, 40 years ago, that transvestite thing was very different than what we're talking about now. Don't Dream It, Be It, I think, is why the movie has ended up having this just inexplicable kind of effect on people. And I think maybe what this film is about is support those who are trying to live it and not just dream it. And as a mom, all you want is for your kids to find a way to be authentic and kind. And sometimes that authenticity takes a road that maybe frightens you because you want your kids to be loved. Who will love them? How will they be financially sustainable? So I think a lot of times when people get frightened by things that are new, it's because at the bottom of it, it's that they love their kids.
Yeah.
And so they're just worried.
That is the bottom line.
Yeah.
Well, I could talk to you forever, but congratulations on everything,
Thank
and
you.
I will be seeing you again this week. So
Good.
just have a good time, my friend.